like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Come on, Shaq. 46 yards. 44. Danny.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield looking, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And an alley to run. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the wolf. Check. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Check nine. Oh,
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
watch the pass. Here we go. Football's the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. Gets around him. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Ravens 7.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
He can run through, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the end.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set, 180. Set 41. Oh, you know why his team. Regular. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Lloyd 33.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken short.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Stop your whining. What's tight? Tight is right. What's right? You're right. We down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Christian Kirksey. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
one thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you, boy.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
40 wants the mic, 40 wants the mic.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Wide, get wide.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic.
Hey!
Come on.
Let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Regular.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180!
Hey, pick your game up.
From the 41, Mayfield. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Alert! Hey, Foxtrot!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens 30-yard line.
Let's get it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Run.
36.
Pistol. Hurry!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go!
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now What are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield now. That's taken in by Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On the ground, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You can't block me. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Being chased out left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Real. Mike Bartu. Regular.
Come on, QB. Come on.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Chubb. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Set, 180. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, on 133. Hey, let go.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end, rock, tight end.
Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing right. Point it right. Point it right. Y'all playing.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. I got it.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. They shakes him off. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
And the blitz does come. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Good. 180. Real.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Real.
Check safety. Check
One
safety.
time.
Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game.